Alright, over here at Hive 1. See how they're doing. Well, it's a good sign. Whole bunch of more bees coming and going and more activity inside the inner cover there. And it's a single deep, so I don't have a queen excluder on it, which is why it's a good idea to just take a look at the inner cover and make sure the queen's not hanging out there. Said it a few times, that's only happened once to me out of several years, but you know, once is enough. Oh yeah, they're actually doing a pretty nice job here. More wax than usual underneath the inner cover there. I do not remember if this queen is marked, so I will keep that in the back of my mind as I move through them. Okay. They're actually doing a really nice job. That's all nectar, and I'm not feeding them at all. This is the longest I have gone without feeding bees. Mainly the ones that I'm trying to get to build out equipment, or just to kind of stimulate the queen to start producing more brood if they don't have a super on, of course. Yeah, they're actually doing quite well. Hey, look at that. That's nice. Capped honey at the top. I actually have a very decent population of bees to see that many on a frame. There's some pupated larvae on the left side. Actually, let me get my queen catcher ready. So I have my marking tool ready as well, but like I said, I can't remember if she's marked or not, so if I do find her and she is marked, I'll just cage her. Oh yeah, here we go. That side has some nice brood to it. And so does this side. I know you can't see that, but looking at a very new bee, very dusty. I said that quite a few times. A lot of capped brood on this side. It seems kind of spotty, but I'm willing to bet all these open cells here. Yeah. It looks spotty, if you can see that or not. So you got brood down or along the bottom and the side, and all these open cells in the center have eggs. In the past, I would think the queen was failing because of that, because of the spottiness of the brood. I did not know about the flashlight technique, which is extremely useful. But yeah, check out that brood. Looks pretty good. I have a feeling they're drawing out a lot of comb at the bottom of these frames. And yeah, sure enough, they are. It's probably a sign they need another box. Probably give them a new box if I can. Well, I mean a box with new foundation, so they have plenty of room just to draw it out. I'll do that off camera afterward. Cause yeah, I mean that's unfortunate, but I have to scrape all that. Let me go grab my bucket. Just try to do a little housekeeping here and there. But yeah, whenever they're building out burr comb like that and just needing extra space, it's usually a sign that it's a good time to add a box. Yeah, same on that side. You can see them drawing wax or building wax on the bottom side of the frame. And the queen's using it to lay brood in. Scrape that too here in a second. It's a little better. Probably hard to see on camera, but it might come up. All those open cells in between the brood have very nice pupated larvae on them. So yeah, this queen's it's taken her a while to kind of get going in the right direction, but she's doing a good job now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take off the I'm gonna have to take this box off and scrape the bottom board. There's a ton of comb built up. I'd like to find the queen first, so I don't run the risk of damaging her. Oh wow, yeah. Look at all that comb they built up on the bottom of this frame. They definitely need more space. I'll give that to them today. This is probably one of the grosser aspects of beekeeping. For instance, scraping off. It's a lot of brood. And I hate to do it, but I mean, it's definitely my fault for not giving them more space earlier. But I'll do that today for them. Alright, one more frame to go. I have found the queen on the very last frame more times than I can remember. This frame's got some nice weight to it, mainly because of all that caption. It'd be nice to find her. I thought she was marked, but maybe she isn't. And I'm not too concerned with finding her because there's so much evidence that they are queen right. I don't have any doubts of that. No big deal. They're looking pretty good. I don't remember if they superseded her at some point. I think they did. A lot of hives have. Coming out of winter and stabilizing in the summer, a lot of my hives have superseded the queens. So, no big deal. It's all part of it. Let's get them boxed back up. And there are quite a few bees on the box here from scraping comb into it. I'm just gonna let, or the box, the bucket here. I'm just gonna leave that there so they can kind of find their way back to the hive. But yeah, that does it for hive number 1. Pretty short inspection, doesn't really take a lot of time. I just wanted to see how they were doing, and they seem to be doing a lot better as the weeks go on. And inspecting every 2 weeks, even though you run the risk of swarming, because queen cells take 16 days to develop, and queen cells have been developed and fully emerged between inspections, so within those 14 days. So you do run the risk of that, but I think the 14-day cycle gives the bees enough of a break in between inspections to where they can really do quite well. But yeah, that does it for hive number 1. They're looking pretty good. Like I said, didn't find the queen, enough signs that they are queen right to where that's not a concern, but really nice looking brood. And I will be adding a box to them off camera here in a second, just to give them more space, because they are using the resources well, and they do need space based off of all the burr comb, or the extra comb they're drawing out on the bottom of the frames, and the queen's laying brood in it. So I'll do that here in a second. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Cole's Farm here in Jacksonville. It's a beautiful Sunday. Please subscribe to the channel if you do. Everybody that does, we take that as a thank you for sharing the content that we do share with y'all. And like I said in the intro, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Big shout out to everybody that follows us on Instagram. We just hit 11.1 thousand followers, so that's pretty cool too. But yeah, hey, that does it for this week. Check out the rest of the videos here to come shortly of all the other hives, and we'll take a look and see how they're doing for middle of May. All right, thanks everybody.